Wagwan. Hey chat. So I have another word for today, which is like a very, very beautiful verse, and it also, like, I really relate to it because it's also something that I've gone through, and I've gone through some bit of delay and stagnation, especially with my studies. It's taking years and years for me to graduate. I don't know why, but for today I want to share something which is so beautiful and which is so useful, and it's a word from John chapter 6 verse 63, which says, what gives life is God's spirit. Human power is of no use at all. The words I have spoken to you bring God's life-giving spirit. Here it is, and I've actually underlined it there. So the theme for this verse is, what gives life is God's spirit. You know, it's not yourself and it's not on your own power. It is God's spirit which will give you life in your family. And what I mean life is something that is lively and something that is so beautiful to be actually admired by other people, you know, because it is God given. And something that is God given is, it's not a mediocre thing, it's something so beautiful. And let me repeat it. What gives life is God's spirit. Human power is of no use at all. The words I have spoken to you bring God's life-giving spirit. So yeah, that's number one, that I've said that God's spirit does not give mediocre things. First of all, it gives people things and experiences and circumstances that are so beautiful, you know. And the glory that God gives you is like so beautiful, and something that is shining, not shining like physically shining, but like the aura of it, the whole energy is like so beautiful. Yeah. And also another thing is that human power is of no use at all. Sometimes when we are like trying to achieve things, or like when you're trying to prosper in something, whether you do or whether you do not, sometimes, let's say if you prosper in something, it is not by your own power, you know. It's not by your own power, it's through God's power. It's God who has given you that strength, and it's God who has given you that ability to achieve something. And that's why sometimes we also say that when you achieve something and when you get something, the glory, you give the glory to God. Yeah, you give the glory to God for everything. And also rejoice when you're like going through something, because it's for a reason, you know. Yeah, so that's the verse of today. I feel like the verse is so beautiful, because personally I've like gotten some things in my life which are so beautiful, and the time I was getting them, I was not expecting them, and that's the only way I knew that this is God. Yeah, this is God, and this is not my own power. And so you also, like, another thing I would like to add is that you do not, yeah, what I've said, you do not achieve things by your own power, and learn to sit back and leave everything to God. I wish I knew this earlier, like maybe when I was 17 or 16. I swear I'll be so far, but all is not lost, and life is beautiful. God is so good. Yeah, leave everything to God. Let not your heart be troubled. And yeah, that's the beautiful verse of today. Thank you.